So, you've all met Kala by now, who will be staying with us until she finds her way home.
It is an acquaintance to meet your pleasure.
Almost.
Yes. Well, now we have Eduardo here. Maddox is able to give us an update on the job at hand.
Viridium! A veritable mountain of it. Just sitting in a comet and waiting for us to scoop it out of the sky. I've been waiting for this thing to come around for a long time. Finally, all the pieces have fallen into place. Eduardo, would you do the honors? There it is. Drink it in. Revisiting us in the DMZ after 15 years. One freighter load would be enough to make rich men, women, and whatevers out of each of us. Only problem is that it's still a heck of a long way away, and might take some time to get there. Oh, hello. Our freaky little lady likes to play with maps.
There, look, and there.
Well, what do you know? Looks like our dearest new addition found us a shortcut already. I knew she'd be useful.
Considering she's not from this cluster, that's fairly impressive navigating.
I do not know these stars, but I quickly find my way around.
Interesting. Well, I'd like to propose we head out as soon as...
I'm afraid I must object. You cannot carry out this mission. You do not understand the importance of Eshahar.
Say, who, what now?
This comet cannot be interfered with. I ask you to allow me a moment to explain.
Now hold on there, mister.
What is it, Tareen? What's the problem?
What you see is an opportunity. What I see is something sacred to the Okar. Eshahar is of spiritual importance.
Oh, here we go. Always the same. It's sacred to a scrap from you damned Okar. I mean, I don't see the big problem with taking one little freighter load.
No, I implore you.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Tareen, you don't seem to understand what this payday would mean for us. The riches from this comet is the ticket home we've all been waiting for.
Eshahar is a holy comet. The Okar would not send a simple squadron to protect it. They would see its defacement as an act of war and send its entire fleet. Your actions are of bad portent, and the consequences could echo beyond anyone's control.
I hate to say it, after everything we've gone through, but I think we need to take Tareen's warning seriously.
Whoa, now, I've waited too long for this to be held back by some Okar superstition.
But we don't want any reason to start a war with them either. I think I should at least investigate this. Maybe it's time to talk to Commissioner Hawk. I suspect she knows more about this than she's been letting on. Tareen, if you're right, this may be more explosive than any of us realize. What I saw in Vesna. The artifacts, the drilling equipment. It's all connected. Stay on the base until I get answers. If the stakes are as high as I'm guessing, I don't want anybody jeopardizing things.
You want to reveal our whole damn plan to the fleet?
I didn't say that. I said I wanted to enlist her help. We might be teetering on the brink of a conflict that could wipe out the DMZ. Until I know what's happening, Maddox, stay away from the comet.
I can't believe you would have the nerve to ground me, Adam. You know what this job is worth. 15 damn years I've waited.
Even if there's the slightest possibility that Tareen is right, we can't take the chance of an all-out war in the DMZ.
What do I care about another damn war? That's my fortune out there. I've waited too long for it already.
Well, you wouldn't have gotten further than Avenrest without me. Consider that until I return. Hive, patch me through to Commissioner Hawk.
Oh, it's you. I gave you this private connection only for extreme emergencies.
This is important. We need to talk. It's about a comet.
Not on the comms, if you please. No telling how secure even fleet frequencies can be. I am closing in on the demarcation line with the DMZ. I'll send you my coords. Meet me there as soon as possible. Until then, keep channels free and speak to no one.
Damn, that's off my charts. I'll see what I can do. Over. I'll need to make it fast. I don't think we can hold down Maddox for too long. Kala, come in. This travel tech you had me pick up, does it really work?
Yes, Kliko. It joins two places by a connected rip.
Having inspected the technology for myself, I have determined that it operates by finding a matching resonance between two astrographic points. This facilitates a spatial bypass of the two locations to momentarily manifest. The mechanics, I am still endeavoring to computate.
A spatial bypass. Interesting. If true, this could get me to the Commissioner faster. How about we try this thing out?
If you're ready, let's begin.
Hey, Adam, are you busy?
Am I busy? You mean other than the epic ongoing drama somehow always pitched on the edge of war, everyone's lives at risk?
Yeah, other than that.
No. Not really, I guess.
Oh, good, thank you. Really, thank you. Because I was wondering, not that I want to be any trouble, but if you happen to have some time...
What do you need, Alec?
It's my kids. They're on my mind.
Are they in trouble?
Usually, yeah, but nothing to worry about. Evic's a mechanic, and Eric's a pilot, and then there's Emic and Edic and Efik. Oh, and of course, Epic and Ezek, who have kids of their own now. Can you believe it? I'm a grandpa.
Somehow, yes.
And there's still all the others. Too many to get into right now. But it's been so long since I've had any word from any of them. And if you were to ever, be in the area...
Where are they?
With their various moms, mostly on Avonrest, but it's the ones out at Coalition HQ and Drake System that I'm more concerned about. You could reach it through the hidden wormhole in Union.
I don't know it. If you give me coords, I'll stop by and make sure they're all accounted for.
Okie dokie. Coords are sent over. I'd go myself, but the Coalition told me to only show my face again if the cluster's about to implode. Appreciate it, dude.
For you, Alec, I'd do anything. Fire it up, Kala. I'll radio you from the other side.
Are you really about to offer yourself up as a guinea pig for an untested technology? This is insanity.
Nothing ever gets accomplished by not taking chances, Hive.
You can tell when you can fly through by the sparks.
Sounds fancy. Let's do it.
I knew this would end in disaster. You have been transported to a planet interior, never to find your way out again, and you will die here. Ha! I was right.
All right, Hive. No need to be so happy about it. Does anyone read me? No response. Where the heck are we? Let's just take a little look around and see if there's a way out.
She tricked you. The blue alien has achieved its deception.
I'm pretty sure that's not what happened, Hive. There must have been a miscalibration somehow. I mean, I did change location at least, and I am in one piece. Hey, you know what? The wildlife in here's familiar. I'll be damned if I'm not somewhere back in the Kaid Nebula.
The blue alien will have morphed into its true hideous self and consumed all of your companions by now.
Seriously, Hive, get a grip. I didn't know you were imbued with so much imagination.
I am only stating possibilities.
You are enjoying my predicament way too much. At least the radio silence gives me some time to think about things. I mean, none of this is how I expected it to turn out. You know what I'm talking about, Hive?
I have not the foggiest.
I feel things have changed. All I cared about to start with was getting out of the DMZ, but I only seem to be becoming more embroiled in it.
You are certainly deeply entangled in the political intrigues of the region. Although I am certain you could still extricate yourself.
Yeah, sure, but to what end? What would be the consequences of that? The more I think about it, the more I realize that my commitments are here. In the Beltagrades, in the DMZ. A freighter load of iridium might get me back to the homeworlds and in a very luxurious condition. But would I really be happy with myself?
Happiness. Oh, dear. Every philosophical discussion with a human always comes to this. More existential musings. Will it be like this until you starve to death?
There's a way out of here. I'm sure of it. But no matter what happens next, all I know is that I can't let my friends down. I have the feeling they're all counting on me. I just can't figure out what the right thing to do is at this juncture. Looking up, Hive. I think I see light at the end of the tunnel.
So soon? Humans often mention such a thing when they are near the end.
No, I'm not speaking metaphorically. I really think I see a way out. Huh, look at that. It's where we picked up Kala and Eduardo. Anyone back at base reading me?
There you are, Clico. Something went wrong.
You're telling me, Kala. We ended up right next to your escape pod.
Ah, Toka. I think I know the reason. There are no other rips or connections yet, except for the ones on my ship.
Adam, I believe this may have been caused by the lack of reference points in the cluster. Kala seems to have expected there to be other points. The experiment sent you to your present location because there was a very slight reference signal emanating from the cube within the escape pod Kala traveled in. If you can retrieve it, we will be able to calibrate a more exact travel and create more reference points where we go.
Okay, let's try that. If we can get this to work without being transported into a sun's core, this tech could really be a game changer. see. There. Okay, I got Kala's cube.
Adam, there is another matter.
Go ahead.
Kala is quite upset by this turn of events. She is confused as to why no reference points exist in this end of the galaxy. This must mean that she is a lot further from her homeworld than she first thought.
Well, do your best to comfort her and let her know that we'll do what we can to help her find her way home. So, Kala, are you feeling okay? What would we need to do next?
We will make new rips and connections.
From what I've gathered, this works a bit like the Einstein-Rosen bridge.
Toka, it's not a bridge, but a fold. Or a rip, Kliko.
We'll get there. But right now, I think I'll have to use conventional means to reach the Commissioner's location. I've left her hanging. I bet she'll be pissed. This fast travel technology is too promising to pass up. Let's try to open up some routes, or rips, when we assemble the parts we need.
You are seriously going to attempt that folly? Again?
It might just be the insurance we need to get out of the DMZ if everything goes south. Time to face the music. Patch me through to the Commissioner.
First you tell me it's important, and then you don't show up.
Yeah, look, I got sidetracked. Are you still at the coords you gave me?
Of course not. I'm on the move again. Tell me your current location, and perhaps we can meet at a convenient point midway.
I'm near Aethor in the Kait Nebula.
Well, I'm not bringing my cruiser in there with those lunatics at large. Meet me at the abandoned jump gate in Zarkov. Don't keep me waiting.
You got it.
Adam, before you proceed to the Commissioner's location, I would like to request that I accompany you to the meeting.
Actually, Tareen, that might not be a bad idea. I think she needs to get the bigger picture on this. Although I think Hawk knows a lot of the DMZ's secrets, an Okar perspective might be what she needs. Why don't you fill me in a little more on the significance of this comet?
Ashahar is of great importance, and its passage signals the beginning of a season of ritual festivities on our home planets.
Just what I need.
Let's see what the Commissioner has to say about all this.
Adam, I must admit I have some trepidation about how events appear to be escalating.
As far as I can make out, Hawk is here in a diplomatic and intelligence capacity. We just need to get the word out to keep the peace.
Now what took you so long, Roslyn? I thought you knew how to navigate the DMZ.
You haven't been straight with me about the mission you sent me on, to the lunar colony.
Well, my mission here is over, and I have no further assignments for you, unless you want to make yourself useful for once and give me something this massage droid cannot.
Damn it, Hawk. We know about the Sacred Comet, and we know its trajectory. You sent me to check how close Blakemore was to finding it.
Any violation of the comet, of Eshahar, would result in the end of any toleration between our races.
Yes, I know. Spare me the lecture. Traitor Tareen, the Okar warrior who wanted to be a cleric. Another anomaly of the DMZ. What strange bedfellows you two make. The Okar consider you an outcast. Why do you care whether we go to war?
I may have pursued a life of religious contemplation, but I would still fight to protect peace. The return of Eshahar and the discovery that it is in danger has reawakened my sense of commitment to my faith and my people.
Interesting. And you obviously found Mr. Roslin receptive to your concerns. If it wasn't for you, I'd leave this godforsaken place once and for all. But I also hate unfinished business. And perhaps I underestimated you from the very beginning. Okay, let me fill you in on some of the details. By all appearances, you have found the comet before Blakemore. Unfortunately, the Okar are also aware of his activities. They are preparing a preemptive strike against GMB's lunar colony.
That would trigger a war.
Indeed. And as it happens, you have found me after appraising the Federal Council of the situation, and they have resolved, quite disappointingly, to let affairs play out on their own. I asked to parley with Emissary Sareth in order to buy time and allow me to handle GMB myself. However, communications have suddenly ceased. There is a sub-faction of Okar hardliners agitating for war. My suspicions lead me to believe that they have something to do with this.
I get the feeling you have the need for another covert operation.
You and Tareen might be the key to solving this impasse. It's not like I can go in with a fleet cruiser, guns blazing. This would get me the leverage I need to stop Blakemore. As previously agreed, you would receive full amnesty. You get to keep your base, and you gain free passage out of the DMZ.
Tareen, what do you think? You up for this?
I do not expect to receive much welcome from my kind. I am the errant example that spawnlings are warned of.
You're still an Okar. Even if I reach the emissary, he has no reason to listen to me. But together, might just be curious enough to hear us out.
Perhaps. Of course, whether we can reach the emissary alive is another question.
So, Tareen, what can you tell me about these Okar hardliners?
They call themselves Okar Prime. They seek to reclaim all space lost by the arrival of the Colonials. Any opportunity to trigger a new war would suit their purposes perfectly. Their sentiments do not reflect those of the Okar majority, however, who are happy to remain in a separated peace.
Damn it, Adam, what's taking you so long? I got Maddox breathing down my neck, and he is kicking up a stink.
Hey, Delia, the Commissioner sent us to make contact with the Okar about the situation. Sit tight. I'll keep you posted.
It bears the holy insignia.
And those force field emitters don't look very peaceful to me.
That must be the work of the aforementioned Okar Prime. The Commissioner's suspicions have been proven correct.
Hailing Clerical Corvette. This is a colonial delegation on a diplomatic mission.
Your authority, your treaties, your lies, and your filthy presence have no place here.
We only wish to speak with Emissary Sareth. We come on behalf of Commissioner Hawk bearing a request.
There will be no negotiating. Turn back and keep to your own affairs. You have been warned.
We won't leave until we've delivered our message.
If your request was death, then we shall be sure to make you satisfied.
Tareen, can you provide a distraction while I figure out a way through this force field?
You can count on me, Adam. They would react, certainly. Perhaps this is a sensible course of action.
I can't contact them myself. Hi, were you able to access the Corvette's comm system?
It appears that it has been disabled. I detect disconnected comms tech floating in the vicinity. If you wish to reactivate the comm system, collect all the associated parts. I will highlight them for you once the force field is down.
Okay, yeah. We could use all the help we can get. Even if it's Okar authorities. Only a few more of these claws left. The force field's down. I can try to repair the comm system now. Tareen, how are you holding up?
Their tactics I recall from my own training. They fight bravely, but lack the broader experience that I have accumulated in the DMZ.
Is functional again. It now needs to be powered up. I will use your booster's energy to power up the system. You must remain close in order for this to work. The system and dispatch an emergency broadcast.
This is like the old days of analog.
You take a weakling's approach by summoning the authorities to your aid.
They're disengaging. This is our chance to get on board. Hailing Clerical Corvette. Do you read me? We are on a diplomatic mission and request access to the emissary.
It appears that we must force entry. It may be that the hardliners still have control of the Corvette.
You brought a stick to a gunfight? These are dangerous extremists we're taking on here, Tareen.
This part must be done the way of the old warrior code. Do not harm the ones in robes, and stay behind me. Careful. Best keep your blaster holstered.
I am seeing a side of you I never knew, Tareen.
Okar never forgets his training.
You are the traitor we've heard of. The one who left the brood to become a menial merchant to the humans.
I have become something you cannot understand. And now I will not allow you to stand in the way of peace with the humans.
The talk of a coward. You want to settle this the traditional way, after you abandon your chosen path.
I am my own master. You are but a slave to the warrior code.
I see before me such things as I could not have foreseen.
Your Eminence, I am Tareen, and this is my companion, Adam Roslin.
Tareen, of course. I am familiar with your story, so you have decided to return to us?
Not exactly. We have come bearing a message from Commissioner Hawk of the Colonial Fleet.
Ashahar is under threat from the humans.
The Comet is under threat from rogue agents who do not represent us. The Commissioner sent us to plead for more time before an Okar intervention. She sends assurances that this problem can be solved internally among us Colonials.
You are known to us too, Adam Roslin. Indeed, we have encountered you a number of times in quite a variety of contexts. Tell me, why do you care about the Okar, of whom you have killed so many?
I understand there are peaceful elements to your society. I have just never met them before.
And of Ashahar, what do you know?
I have learned from Tareen that it is sacred to you.
Sacred, indeed. The spirits of our ancestors are embedded in its ancient stones. Twice in each generation they pass to share their visions of the past, present, and future. But perhaps you know this. Perhaps you have been touched by Ashahar. Tareen, I commend you and your friend for your noble interference. It was timely. Relay to the Commissioner that the Grand Master shall be informed. And we shall stay our hand, at least for the time being. And Tareen, should you ever wish to return to us, a clerical vocation is still open to you.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
We will resolve this. You have my word.
Your timely intervention may have altered the disastrous course of our shared history. And thanks to the signal you sent, the authorities will be here shortly. I have informed them of your great assistance.
It was an honor to be of service.
And an honor to meet you. I'll need to update Hawk on the situation. Commissioner Hawk, do you read me?
I hope it's good news, Mr. Roslin.
Your suspicions were correct about hardliners being the reason for the emissary's radio silence. He was being held hostage. We were able to free him, and he has not been harmed.
This suggests tensions between the Okar castes are intensifying, and could sour already strained relations.
For the time being, we've been given assurance that the order will be issued not to attack G&B, as long as G&B do not attempt to touch the Comet. The Grandmaster's proclamation on this should guarantee that none will cross that line.
I hope so. Although we should not presume to test the Okar's toleration further. G&Bs still need to be brought to heel to prevent conflict.
Units incoming.
Those are the regular Okar units we summoned. The authorities.
I will be escorted back to the Okar's. Godspeed, and may your mission be crowned with success for the sake of Eshahar.
For Eshahar!
Inform the others what's been going on. Delia, do you read me?
Adam, I was just about to contact you. Maddox left the base just a short time ago. There was nothing we could do to stop him. He took Eduardo, too.
Damn it, Maddox. He's gonna ruin everything. Just hang tight. We'll come back to base and we'll sort this out.
Of combat engagement.
Thanks.
A shame they cannot hear my compliment.
situation?
Time is moving forward, and the universe built around it will eventually cease to exist, obliterating all meaning to the blip of our existence.
No, I mean, what's our current situation right now?
Yes, it helps to be specific. We are moving through space. What we do next ultimately does not matter.
Unbelievable.
And yet true.
What's going on?
Clearly, you have meddled too much with the natural laws of physics, and the universe is taking its revenge. Your experimentations with these abominable spatial bypasses have led you to your doom.
Time to be helpful, I see we've got company.
Multiple craft approaching, seemingly hostile, but I detect no signs of organic life.
Okay, so that's not good. Drones?
Large, ancient energy pulses are emanating from each ship. They are piloted, but by what, I cannot determine.
Wait, you don't think these are the crafts which were pulled into the rifts before?
Given the diverse origins and ages of each vessel, I would not discount that theory.
If the ancient energy has consumed them, maybe they're like late-stage redeemers. Maybe they're already dead. Hold tight, Hive. We could be battling the undead here.
I will add that to the outrageous list of enemies you have accumulated.
so happy to see home.
Adam, you vanished. This is the first time this has happened. This is a new effect due to the rift of the ancients.
Rifts, not rips, you say?
Yes, Clico. Maybe the ancient rift is a way home. I should investigate the spatial bypass disturbance more closely. Now I see a connection. I'll get it right with the bypass.
This could be interesting. Well, keep me posted on this, but right now we've got some more pressing matters at hand.
Okay, so when did Maddox and Eduardo leave exactly?
Only a few hours ago. I'm sorry, Adam. I did try to stop them, but Maddox was so enraged. He was completely out of control.
It's not your fault, Delia. The man was watching his big plan unravel and probably couldn't stand it another moment. Kala, can you tell me the comet's current position?
It is flying through the Drake system.
The Coalition-controlled area. My guess is that Maddox will try to blast mine the comet at the earliest opportunity. I'll need to head him off before he does any damage.
Nothing must happen to Eduardo.
Of course not, Kala. I'll be in touch. Keep comms open.
Whatever you're thinking of doing, stop it now. You don't understand what's at stake. Do you read me? He's not answering.
Current reading on the mining freighter belonging to Maddox.
Could be they're transmitting the wormhole already. can't seem to access here. It's closed off.
The wormhole isn't open to you right now. I suggest you turn around and go somewhere else.
What do you mean? Your coalition? I thought you guys operated this wormhole neutrally.
Yeah, well, sometimes there are exceptions, and you, at this moment, are just that. The exception.
I get it. Maddox has already been through here and paid you to stall me. Am I right?
Maybe you is, maybe you isn't. Either way, you ain't getting through this gate without going through me.
Look, I'd rather keep the peace with the coalition, so I'll just find my own way around you.
You can try.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I can surely open this gate with some imagination. Perhaps I can get something through these vents and force it open? I'm taking matters into my own hands. Stay out of my way. I think I'm on the right track. Let's try the other vents. That did the trick.
shimmied the gate. Very impressive. But there's no way you're getting past me.
Do the Coalition even know what you're up to here? I bet they wouldn't react well to you controlling access for your own personal gain.
Well, then I had better make sure that you don't report that back to them.
Did Maddox really pay you enough to put your life on the line?
Hey, I gotta make ends meet. I need the creds. You're a hot shot fighter? Let's see how you deal with this.
Oh, wow, this is retro. You've got to be kidding.
I warned you. You can always turn around and go your merry way. I told you, this wormhole is closed to you.
Listen, you seem like a nice guy. I generally like Gorak, but you are in way over your head. This needs to end now.
I don't know you, so I'm not doing you any favors. You don't pass.
I'm friends with Alec. You know Alec?
Sure, everyone knows Alec. I'll tell him next time I see him that those were your last words. Adam, do you read me?
Eduardo, where are you?
We have progressed into the Drake system, but it appears as if we were detected. I have linked you our coordinates. Please be prompt.
The connection was interrupted.
They're obviously in danger. I'd better resolve the situation here quickly. They need my help on the other side. So whatever deal you had with them is off now, okay?
I'm supposed to believe that? Look, I ain't too sure about any of this, but... All right, I'll let you through. But hey, just in case someone asks you, not a word to the Coalition about my little side operation here.
That change of heart just saved your life, but your delays may have cost others theirs. Maddox, stop whatever you're doing. Don't lead anyone to the comet. The comet? You're more concerned about that cursed thing than my ass getting shot off? Typical. Gee
this. I wish I'd never set eyes on you, Adam. You messed this all up for me.